Welcome to the Literally First Class podcast, where I will teach you how to overcome anxiety and achieve somatic success. I'm your host, Keri Ford. I'm a somatic success and holistic life coach here to bring humor, insight, and wisdom to the modern day woman that wants to feel alive in her daily life. You ready? Come on, I saved you a seat in first class. If you've been hanging with me for any length of time, you know that I just turned 40 this year, and it was a big deal because I was on a mission to get my health back. I had breast explant surgery at the end of 2023. By the way, if you or anyone you know wants to catch up on all the breast implant illness and explant episodes, they're all labeled. There's 7 of them, plus I interviewed my doctor, who is one of the world's best plastic surgeons. I'm so happy with the results. But this episode is all about things that you can create even after 40. 40 is not old, even though it's a little bit of a mind fuck. I'm not going to lie, to turn 40, because I remember my mom turned 40. I remember when my uncle turned 40. Like, 40 used to be old. It's not old, but there is still this like, oh, I'm getting older. My kids, if you have them, my kids are getting older. And there is a feeling of, what's the feeling? Not urgency, but just like time is running out to accomplish everything and do all the things I want to do. And if you're like me, you have always had big dreams and limitless potential within you, but maybe you've gotten in your own way. Or maybe you've gotten into a career and taken a detour that wasn't for you and kind of put your dreams on the back burner. Or maybe you're in a pivot of your career. Maybe you've had a lot of success in one career, in one industry. Now you want to do something completely different that challenges you in a new way. Not uncommon. In fact, I've worked with a lot of clients going through transitions and up levels who are seeking clarity on what their next step looks like, who are looking to translate their 7-figure skill set from one industry into another, who want to learn how to build a business like me, who want to learn how to run a successful coaching company that offers a lot of different things, on and on. But the point is, you're never too old. It's never too late. And so in this episode, I'm going to be sharing some stories from other people who became highly successful after the age of 40. And this is a Business Insider article that actually gathered all of this a couple years ago. And I love sharing these inspiring stories because it gives you hope for sight of shore ahead, and it shows you that it can be done because other people have. And I hope it inspires you rather than discourages you, and that's really the whole point of this episode today. So, all right. The founder of Zoom, and I may butcher his name, Vera Wang, he founded Zoom at the age of 41 when he left Cisco Systems, where he was vice president of engineering, to launch Zoom in 2011. And you guys know from a couple episodes ago, I talked about like the post-COVID hangover and how everyone's using Zoom. I feel like almost every time I log into my computer, it has a new update because it's such an indoctrinated software now. So when the company went public in 2019, he became a billionaire, and his network and the success of the company grew exponentially when? During the pandemic. David Baszucki was 41 years old when he created Roblox with co-founder Eric Castle. Actually, my son plays Roblox, so I know what this is. It's even on my phone because my son will ask me to play with him. And so I want to spend time in his world so that he always wants me to be part of his world, even as he gets older. So I will sit on the couch and I will play with him. The platform was released to the public 2 years after he turned 36. So he was 38 in 2006. It went public in 2021 via a direct listing. Wild. Billionaire founder. All right, let's find some ladies. All right, Nobel and Pulitzer Prize winning author Toni Morrison wrote her first novel the bluest eye at age 40 while she was working at Random House as an editor. She won her Pulitzer Prize when she was 56 and her Nobel Prize in Literature at 62. This is making me emotional. There's like pictures of these amazing people on here. Wow, that's awesome. Martha Stewart. She's had some success and she's had some jail time, but listen, she had success after the age of 41 when her first cookbook was published. Doesn't it feel like she's been around forever? I didn't realize she was 41 when that happened. Vera Wang was a figure skater and journalist turned fashion icon at the age of 40. Now she's one of the world's premier women's designers. Emmy-nominated actress and trans rights activist Laverne Cox rose to prominence with her role in Netflix' Orange is the New Black. She was 41. In 2014, a year later, she graced the cover of Time magazine at the age of 42, and at the age of 45, she won her first Emmy. This message sponsored by Po Hung Yu. Have you ever thought about microdosing before? Maybe you've even seen documentaries like Fantastic Fungi or How to Change Your Mind on Netflix. By the way, I have a funny story about the Fantastic Fungi, but you're going to have to ask me offline. Or maybe you've heard about the extensive research happening in the best universities and the evidence showing how mushrooms are game-changing for those with anxiety, depression, ADHD, and even PTSD. So many female leaders and moms have jumped on the microdosing bandwagon to help them better manage modern-day stress. I want to introduce you to our new brand partner, Po Hung Yu. She's a self-mastery mentor, microdosing guide, and a former acupuncturist. And as a successful woman like me, like you, imagine a life where your brain and your nervous system can just relax. That's exactly what happens when you microdose and you're guided by an experienced facilitator. So you can actually be present and enjoy your life minus the anxiety, overwhelm, and stress. The best part is you don't feel high, there's no psychedelic effect, and no one will know. You can still work, be with your kids, drive, exercise, and live your normal day-to-day life. But you'll still receive all of the amazing benefits of mushrooms, like increasing neuroplasticity, flow, creativity, focus, and even your connection and intimacy with your loved ones. Not only will you receive a 15-minute consult where Po will tell you exactly how this process works so you can decide if it's a fit for you, but you'll also get a bonus of $500 off and a complimentary root cause assessment call worth over $800 when you decide to work with Po. Click the link below in the show notes to get started today. I'm trying to also find people that I like, brands I know. Donald Fisher. Okay, I didn't know him, but I know this brand. You'll know this brand too. Donald Fisher was 40 and had no experience in retail when he and his wife Doris opened the first store called The Gap in San Francisco in 1969. Wow, that's still around. That's crazy. Samuel L. Jackson. You want to guess how old he was for his first award-winning role? 43 in Spike Lee's film Jungle Fever in 1991. He's a household name. Amazing. All right, lover or hater, Kris Jenner was 52 and she met with Hollywood producer Ryan Seacrest in 2007, holy moly, to pitch the idea for a reality TV show following her family. That's insane because that literally became like a waterfall, an avalanche of success for each of her kids. Like, they know how to monetize attention. Wow. They have like their hands in fashion, beauty, media. Crazy. Is this even around anymore, this Curves Fitness? Gary Heaven was 40 when he opened the first Curves Fitness Center in 1992, which ended up becoming one of the fastest growing franchises of the 90s. I don't think that one's around anymore, is it? But I do remember when it was like all the rage. Do you guys remember Zipcar? Oh, a female founded that. Robin Chase co-founded Zipcar at the age of 42 in 2000. She also serves as a member of the World Economic Forum. Well, that's pretty cool. I remember Zipcar when I lived in New York. That was like a really big deal to say you could rent a car like on a whim for a weekend because people in New York were constantly getting out to the Hamptons. All right, what do we have here next? I'll share a couple more. Henry Ford. I like this one because he has my last name, was 45 when he created the revolutionary Model T car in 1908. 45 in 1908 was like 85. It's not like, it was older. Wow. You did not live past like 60 back then, I think. Oh my gosh. I don't know that brand. Let's read another one. Rodney Dangerfield is remembered as a legendary comedian, but he didn't catch a break until his hit appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show. Guess how old? 46. Wow. Oh, this is cool. Momofuku Ando cemented his spot in junk food history when he invented instant ramen at the age of 48 in 1958. Huh. Julia Child worked in advertising and media before writing her first cookbook when she was 50, launching her career as a celebrity chef in 1961. I just got chills with that because you guys can literally reinvent yourself at any time. I've had like so many different careers, and collectively they've all made sense. But when I was in each of them, I felt like a ping pong ball that was kind of lost in the sauce on her journey. But they all made sense to get me where I am today. I was like collecting tools and trades and, team building and all the things. But you can literally like reinvent yourself. How cool is that? Okay, I'm going to read a couple more. Betty White. Oh my gosh. She was one of the most award-winning comedic actresses in history, but didn't become an icon until she joined the cast of The Mary Tyler Moore Show, which I used to watch, in 1973 at age 51. Can you imagine? I'm 40. So that's like me saying in 11 years, I'm going to become a comedian, an actress, and an absolute like icon. What? That's amazing. Steve Carell, known for his blockbuster hits, including The 40-Year-Old Virgin and The Big Short, but didn't land his hit role as Michael Scott in The Office until he was 42. Jeez, that is so cool. All right, let me pick a couple more here. Couple more. I can put the link for the article in the show notes for you guys if you want. What? Okay, this one's gonna blow your mind. Do you guys remember The Little House on the Prairie? Oh my gosh. Wasn't that required reading? I think it was for us. Laura Ingalls Wilder spent her later years writing semi-autobiographical, oh my God, that's a hard word, stories using her educated daughter Rose as an editor. She published the first in the Little House books at the age of 65 in 1932. They soon became children's literary classics and the basis for the TV show Little House on the Prairie. Can you imagine that you don't write your first book, and not only do you have a book, you have multiple books inside you at that age? Cool. All right, I'm going to pick one more. I'm going to find a good one. Wow. Okay, we're going to end with a woman. Ariana Huffington founded her namesake news publication, the Huffington Post, at age 55. While she worked as a political commentator and a writer for her early career, the success of her digital media publication made her a household name. Guess how much this company sold for to AOL? Wow. $315 million. Wow. Amazing. You guys, wow. You can literally dream it, fucking make a pivot, and change your life at any moment in time. You're never too old. It's never too late. This was totally a first class podcast episode today. All right, keep it first class. I'll see you on the next episode.
I hope you enjoyed your flight, and I'll see you on board again soon.
Seriously, though, thanks for listening. If you're ready to take this work deeper and upgrade your mind, I want to invite you to join us inside my Millionaire Mindset program. This is where you'll start using my guided meditations to help you overcome anxiety and experience even more abundance. When you join, you'll have access to my entire audio library. Head head over to elevatewithkeri.com and we'll see you inside.